The Volvo XC40 claimed the title of the 2018 European Car of the Year, and now the lineup has been expanded with the introduction of the T3. The T3 motor is the brand's first ever three-cylinder engine in the 91-year history of Volvo, and Juliet finds out whether it is any good.
Okay, there's traffic. I get it. Boy, am I glad to be driving the Volvo XC40. Not only is it one of my favorite, if not my favorite car on the road, but it was also voted 2018 Women's Car of the Year. Us chicks know our stuff, eh? You'll be familiar with the XC40 already, obviously, I'm sure you will, but I am driving the T3 manual in Fusion Red Metallic. I must just add, how fancy am I? Although you do pay an extra 2,900 Rand for that metallic paint, so keep that in mind. It's got a 1.5 litre turbocharged engine under here, so it's got 115 kilowatts of power and 265 Newton meters of torque, which means it has certainly got enough power for me. It's mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. I think it's probably the first time ever that I've driven, well, not ever, but in a long time that I've driven a manual Volvo. I'm always just in an automatic. I think that's probably what people really want, but I must say this manual transmission is fantastic. It's sort of clean shifting. If that makes sense to you, it makes sense to me. It's sort of direct, it knows where it's going. And actually, I wouldn't mind driving this. I'm normally, just because of convenience, love an automatic, but I quite enjoy that this is a manual that is just quite easy to drive. I have stalled it once or twice, which has been a bit embarrassing, but that's just, you know, when you're in first and you've got to give it a little bit more broom broom, you know. So that's on me, not on the car. So I think the only thing now, if you want to overtake, if you may be on an incline, if you're on, you know, the open road, maybe you just have to work it a little bit harder. But yeah, actually, yeah, you might have to, but you would in most cars. So again, that's not negative for me. And with a smaller engine comes a lower fuel consumption. It's claimed at 6.2 liters per 100 Ks. I'm sitting at around 7. So yeah, that's, you know, pretty bang average, I'd say. The interior is as upmarket as you can expect from Volvo. It's probably also, again, one of my favorite interiors. Everything sort of works. This infotainment system, which they have on, you know, most of their models now, it's hell of a comprehensive. It takes a while to get used to. There's a lot going on in there. It has some standard features that are worth noting. It's got city safety, lane keeping assist, voice control. You can charge your cell phone. It even tells you the road signs, you know, so you know what speed you should be doing. So at just under 550,000 Rand for this model, you're getting quite a lot, you know, sort of for what you're paying standard features wise. This test unit, however, will set you back just under or just over 636,000 Rand. But that's because it's got things like heated seats and a panoramic sunroof or whatever that's going to cost you an extra like 16,000 Rand or whatever. It's got a lot of things that I find that aren't necessary, so you'd be happy to do without, and you'd still be in what I feel is a very premium product. It also, if you consider, is the safest compact SUV on the market. Like I say, it's one of my favorite cars. There are very few things that I can fault about this car. And I would be really nitpicking. Even the manual. I thought maybe I wouldn't love it, and actually I do. Because again, I'm in an XC40, I love the look of it, I love the feel, I love the drive. I mean, I think if I had the money, I would go for automatic, but that's just for convenience sake. But other than that, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a car as sort of fantastic as this. Huge statement, I do know.